So good morning everyone and welcome back in today's class. Today we are going to be discuss the next step which we discussed in the previous discussion about the CMDB part. So yesterday we start our discussion on the CMDB, what is CMDB, what is CI, how to create a CI, different classes of CI, how the CI and asset mapping has been done, how the operational status work, how the CI status work, and how the hardware status work. Now we will go to the next level, and that is the basics one which we are going to be discuss. Okay. Now suppose I created a CI here. Let pick up example here. So yesterday we created a CI for the computer called batch 6. Okay, and then we saw that asset also has been created for that particular CI. Now what we'll do, we will build up the relationship. What is the meaning of the relationship here? That how this CI is belong to other CI, how this CI is belong to any other service. Today, when we kick off this CSGM part, then I'll show you that what is the meaning of the service here. Because ServiceNow has introduced a new concept called the CSDM, Common Service Data Model. Okay, so now I have a CI open here. I can scroll down and go to this relationship. I want to build a relationship that this CI is depend on any other CI. Maybe this is a computer is a server. This server depends on the host. This server depends on the cluster. This server runs on the particular instance, or that instance particular runs on this particular server. So now I'll click on this plus icon to build up my relationship. The first and the good point about ServiceNow is that ServiceNow give you a suggested relationship as per the class you select. So you selected the computer class. On the basis of that, it is suggesting, if you see here, it's suggesting you the relationship that these are the possible relationship can be possible by this class. It is not that you can just use that one. If you scroll down, it is a big number. So you can see it's a big number. Suppose I just remove this checkbox. Okay, you will lose all save work. Please OK and discard. I said OK. It says you don't have any relationship. Now I cannot help you. You want to do some filtration, you can do filter. So better we always do a suggested relationships are there. Or maybe it's loading actually. The page is loading now. Okay, let me do OK. Okay, so now this thing has been come. Now what I want to build a relationship. This particular batch 6 computer depends on, means it will become the parent. This will become the parent and other will become the child. So now depends on the parent. So if you select this relationship, you will find that ServiceNow give you a specific filtration as well. Because parent का computer parent ही होगा. Parent का computer mouse नहीं हो सकता, या keyboard नहीं हो सकता, या peripheral हो सकता है. So what I say, okay, let me do one thing. I'll put the class is computer, class is a computer peripheral, and I say, okay, let me build a relationship like this. ये दोनों. And now I click on the plus icon here. When I click the plus icon, what it indicates? It indicates that depends on used by. Batch 6, because what relationship I pick up? I say parent. This should be my parent and this should be my child. So this computer is depend on this child and this child used by this computer. So these two relationships are coming automatically. Okay, so now if I go here, maybe you say, Atul, it's very confusing. Let me show you the graphical representation. Now, if you see here, the relationship will be loading here. See, we added this thing, right? Depends on. Yeah, again, and let me show you here. This is called the dependency graph. Good morning, Ronald. Welcome.
Hi, Atul. Sorry, but late.
No problem. No problem. So now you can see this batch 6 is the parent, and these two are the relationship which we just built. Now the question comes, Atul, ये कहाँ से आ गए दो? ये तो हमने नहीं बनाए. This relationship come from these two. Because these two CI already have some relationship with some other one. So now if I say here, see, you can see depends on used by this one. So this relationship has been given by ServiceNow only. Maybe you can click here. Depends on used by. And you can see here. This thing. Now, if what I will do, I'll build a little more good relationship to see this. I'll go the same place. Now I will say, भाई ये computer जो है ना batch 6, it should be child. Okay, then you can say powered by maybe. Powered by. Maybe now you see from where this computer get a power by a rack only. So this is a smartness of ServiceNow that you select the relationship on the basis of the class. I'm giving you the proper filtration here as well. Let me say powered by this 4. Click on the plus. So now you can see this become parent and this become child, because I pick up the relationship same only child. Now I go scroll down. Connect to the parent. I say connect to the parent means this should be my parent and this has been connected with some other one. So in this you have to be very clear in this area. It is not like family relationship कि ऐसा ही होगा. It is say like multiple ways hai. I am connected. I am mama, I am father, I am chacha. So if I take an individual identity, like say Atul Grover or Ronald or Surya, as a standalone, they are a CI. But they have the multiple relationship. We have a friends, but we have some best friends. We have friends we just connected. We have a friends which we use, like say consumed by kind of things. So I say, okay, let's put Sam call. Why there's no filtration coming? Because this says connected to. A computer can connect to anything. Even a computer can connect to any mouse, any keyboard as well. So I click on this and click on the plus icon. So now you can see here. This is the parent and this is a child. Now if I click on the save and exit, and now you see the relationship. Oh, good, it's directly going to the dependency view. Let me open this window. Just reload it. Why the dependency view is required? Anyone's any idea? See, we started from here, right? हमने सबसे पहले ये relationship build किए थे. But when we say this is a child, we selected rack. When we say rack, and when we say rack, it says on the top relationship as well. See, ये हमने build नहीं किए ना, we just build this, but it brings this relationship as well just to show you. Now the question comes, why this dependency graph is required? Any idea why?
More useful during changes. If you are implementing a change on a particular CI, it is always, I mean, a good practice to identify through this mapping if some other infrastructure has a dependency on that CI.
Achha. What else? Surya, what else you think? Only for the changes?
No, you're asking me or Surya?
Let me put a follow-up question on you as well, Ronald. Only for the changes?
Not just as changes, but overall, when you do a service mapping as well, you would need to identify that the service continuity availability is dependent on what other infrastructure, underlying infrastructure.
Correct. So the dependency graph help you. Let me take Surya from your perspective. Let me take you. Suppose we are in the month of March, approximately February end, and March is going to be start. You have your younger brother, okay, who is be studying in 10th and one is studying in the 12th. Okay. You have a sister who is studying in the final year now. Okay. You says, or your father say, Surya, let's do the renovation in the house here. It is a good time. Let's do the renovation in the house. Even though you are also in the year-end work, means you are in the banking job and you are at the year-end work. Before you comment to your father, yes or no, what you will do? You will create a dependency graph in your mind. That if I start this renovation now, how it is going to be impact everyone in the family. It can impact my brother or sister study because it is the March month, they have the final exams, their study can be hampered. Second, it can impact you as well because you are in the banking job, it is a year end, you're new, and you know that last 2 weeks will be for like 18-20 hours in office only. So you will say no, that let's not go for the renovation at this point, maybe in the month of May and June. But you think, yeah, ठीक है, we are enough mature now. मुझे पता है मैं job कर रहा हूँ, मेरे भाई और sisters को पता है कि they are studying. Let me take their permission if they are okay to go ahead with this same. So dependency graph tell you that which and whose approval is required if I'm going to deploy a change into the system. That is another reason we need it. I'll tell you when we discuss about the CSGA model specifically, or suppose I am deploying a change on this CI. Okay. Maybe I need to take approval from the downstream as well. क्योंकि अगर ये fail हुआ तो ये सब fail हो जाएंगे. लेकिन अगर ये fail हुआ तो इन पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Correct? Upstream is not affected, not majorly affected, right? क्योंकि upstream, it is using upstream, not they're using upstream, this thing, right? So in our change, we always have a mechanism that if I'm deploying a change on this, how the downstream will be going to affect. This. Do I need to take approval from these CI owners as well? If I open this, let me click and open this view form.
So like the employees who are working under like in this project also will be like affected, right, regarding this change and all?
User will be later on. First of all, your service will be impacted.
Okay.
So like let's take example that a few days back, WhatsApp, Gmail, WhatsApp, Facebook was totally down, right? Approximately 6 to 7 hours. It was the outage, right? Maybe they did not identify. They deploy some change and that fail in between. They did not identify the team that who is responsible for making approval before we go ahead for the change. So this dependency graph help you to understand that whose approval is required. Maybe I need to take approval up to this level. Iska approval le lo, iska le lo, iska le lo. And they know that, okay, change is not going to be impact, but we have to take approval from that. So we can pick up these things from the, maybe I can say assigned to person, or if I have their service owner, or their what I can say managed by or support group, we have to take the approval from them as well. So this is a thing which we basically consider into our CMDB part. And that is the second reason, Ronald, that we use this dependency graph. Okay. So now I'll come here and I'll say, okay, my dependency graph is ready, and I can use into the change. There's a multiple ways to see this graph. One way, you can put horizontal as well. You can put radical as well. You can put force as well. Means it's a grouping, and at last you can say the grouping as well.
Yeah, so like in simple terms, like we'll be saying this as a master network or master system, and this will be the child, like it is the same, right? Regarding this child and parent thing.
It's not, you'll not say
like
it's not, don't say it's a child and parent. No. These has a specific relationship here. यहाँ पे child parent कुछ नहीं है. The only the arrows which you're seeing is indicate that, okay, this is the parent, this is a child. But it is not like that. If you let me enlarge it a little bit. If you see, powered by. It is not like it's a parent or child. It is the name of the relationship that this computer has been powered by this particular rack only.
Right. Okay.
If you are deploy a change on this rack, it can heavily impact on this service. Okay. Now, if you see depends, like on this relationship, we see depends, right? This is depend on this, and this server is used by this particular computer. So, irrespective of saying it is a parent or child, say it is a relationship type actually. So like we see power and power, depend and use. Let me scroll a little up.
Okay.
Let's see, it is the opposite arrow, right?
Yeah.
References. Nothing is the references only. That on this server, I have these many references available. Kind of your instances are running on them. Okay. So this is the basic about our CMDB relationship. Now I come to another important point. If you are taking any interview, I'll not say that you are giving any interview, or even though if you are giving an interview or you're taking any interview specifically on the CMDB part, you should ask these questions to the candidate very carefully. There are the 3 C's which has been applied in the service now in the CMDB area. For that, I'll go to the CMDB reports. Okay. There are 3 C's apply: complete, correctness, and compliance. If I'm not wrong, complete, correctness, and कुछ ऐसा ही है उसका. Let me see where I can find out CMDB dashboards are there or not.
So generally accuracy and completeness.
Yes, basically, but it indicates the 3 C views actually.
3 C. Okay, that is also, yeah, compliance is a good one.
Right. Let me see in the.
So completeness, compliance, and what was the third one?
Correctness. I'm just checking that. Yep, yes, okay, I'm right. Completeness, correctness, and the compliance. What do you mean by the completeness here? Completeness says that if you are creating a new CI, it should contain the all required information which is required to be run that particular service. Right? Like if I say, I'm filling a form to take an admission in a college. I am providing the information: name, father name, salary, qualification, age, date of birth, gender, marital status, address, all these things. These are required to submit that form. I done that. Completeness. Correctness. The data which I'm putting in the service in that particular CI should be correct. Maybe instead in the column of date of birth, I'm putting the current date. That is not correct. So these are the questions actually arising, and these are the things which have to a CMDB expert need to do always. There's a term called a reconciliation. Reconciliation, basically, this is a term which I read in the accounting in +1 or +2. Reconcile means that the work you done in the last 1 year or the 6 months, let's sit together and see that the work has been done correctly or not. Why Harshad Mehta case has been exposed? Because that has been done during the reconcile. They were doing their books reconcile कि भाई जो data, जो figure मेरे पास, जो cash मेरे पास अभी पड़ा है, is that cash matching with my books or not, my accounts or not? That is when they come up with this concept. They reconciling their books and they find no, it is not 50,000 or 5,000, it is 5,000 crore scam, because they're doing the correctness here. So reconcile we do to make the correctness. Let's take example here. In this CI, let me say this CI has been assigned to me, or let's say any name. So maybe it's not coming. Some reason. Maybe this has been assigned to. अच्छा ACM corporation का कोई है नहीं ना, इसलिए नहीं आ रहा होगा वो शायद. हाँ ठीक है. Maybe let's say this CI has been assigned to Ronald. Ronald is working in that company. Ronald moved out from that company. It's more than 1 year now. After 1 year, someone raised a change on this CI and it trigger approval to the Ronald name. Where is the correctness? These things we need to be correct. That it is assigned to right group or not. Does this have a right RAM or not? Does this have a right CPU speed or not? CPU count is not. This is the term which we use in the correctness specifically. And the last, which is compliance. Why I bring this concept? Because the same question has been to me in one of the interview. I was telling that I know CSGM part. We implemented a little bit of the CSGM. Then he said, okay, tell me the three C's of CMDB reports. 2 I remember, completeness, I remember, and last I just put a flip. It is a compliance only because I was in that area only. Yes, it is a compliance. What compliance means? Compliance says that if I am assigning the CI to Ronald, then I have to make sure that Ronald level or the designation should be senior manager, not less than that. It should be compliant with my standards. That is the meaning of the compliance here. Maybe we can put it here. Please now provide you these dashboards as well. बताओ 22 नॉमिनेशन शुरू हो यार, हम तो यहाँ तक पहुंचे नहीं कभी. 3C compliance credit dashboard visits. Let me see, where is this word gone? It is also a good one. Like sometime I read these articles. Completeness is there. बस completeness तो छोड़ दे कि बीच में कहाँ गए. So clever. Maybe. Okay, so these things we have to be remember that it should be compliant with my standard. A field should not be blank. If it is a blank, it is failing the compliance. I cannot run my production system if OS is not AIX. It is not as per the compliance. Maybe in the actual server, I have the AIX installed, but in my data or in my papers, it's showing AI, it's showing window. It is not compliance. क्योंकि जब आपके audits होते हैं, when the audits has been happen, nobody is going to be see your physical system. क्योंकि data centers में allowed नहीं होता entry इतनी easily. They see your data only. And if your data represent wrong, then you are not compliance as per the particular instruction. Okay, so these are the main points which we have to be understand here. Now I'll come to the dashboards here. So you can see here CMDB health score dashboard, completeness, compliance, and correctness. Not sure maybe it is off in the background, but this is the way it has been started. It has been given by surveys now. Your completeness score, your compliance score, your correctness score. Then you can see how many duplicate CI. Yes, any question here? Go ahead.
Yes, is that automated or is that has to be configured?
It is given by service now out of the box.
And how does it calculate the compliance and correctness?
That we have to be seen the background logic. Means maybe
Okay.
we need to see open this report.
Okay, because these are common SLAs.
Yes.
Yes.
So why you worry? Just click here and edit the visit. कहाँ के इसका visit है ना? You need to be see it is coming from P or what? It's
not PA, I guess.
It is maybe simple report only.
Yeah.
Let's do one thing now. And I'm sure this is good for you, Ronald, because you just implemented.
Yeah, it is. Generally, we do it manually, these SLAs. But then I know this health dashboard can give a lot of information, but
Yes.
not personally used it. No,
let me see. It is there, CMDB completeness results. So they have a table called the CMDB health result is the table.
Okay.
Okay, what report we're talking? We're talking CMDB completeness. Let me remove this. CMDB completeness scorecard. Maybe scorecard they're bringing, but we can open this a list.
Just open, yeah.
So you have all three: compliance, correctness, and this is a dashboard which we'll be talking.
All right, scheduled jobs. Okay.
Yes. So they're using the metric here. They're using the metrics status. Let me go to the data and see which table they're using or what they're using here. Okay, so they're using the table CMDB health underscore result.
Okay.
Under that, they have a, let me remove few things. Let's see what data it comes. So like this, we have only two results are there, metric required. So they're calculating something on the metric level for these reports. And then they're showing the results to us.
Okay.
But it's if you want to go a deep dive, you can open this report, understand that how this has been coming. But these are the reports.
Yeah. I know there is no data over here, so can't see it. But
right.
What I'll check it out.
But I'm surprised that why it's showing like this. We have a dummy data, demo data is there. Completeness and correctness should be there. At least जो हमने बनाया उसका तो आ जाए कम से कम. एक तो record है. The only thing is maybe the metric is not enabled or something will be there.
Yeah, correct. That linkage is broken. Yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, I done a lot of 5-6 CIs I done, and I know that it is not complete. It is not correct. At least it should not show me the compliance, but it should these two things, right?
Yeah. I was actually more interested in understanding how it measures that compliance or completeness. Because there are various parameters, right?
Correct. So maybe if you go here, CMDB underscore health underscore result dot list. So now you can see here, it is a table. We need to see that from where this metric has been defined. Because सारा खेल, the all game is on the metric only.
Metric, right.
And then the source have this thing. So maybe you can go open this table and see what they'll be defining, how they're bringing the data.
Okay. What do you mean by metric? Is it like mandatory?
No.
Non-mandatory?
Metric, no. Metric is basically something to be, I'm not sure that it is field or it is a table they'll be using here, because metric based tables are also there.
Okay.
Which you can put this value here. Maybe if I open this and let's say is metric is showing something or not.
Okay.
On the form level, it is not showing anything. Let's see form layout. It is very interesting topic to be investigated.
Yeah. Actually, even consulting for CMDB is not so easy,
Yes.
especially for customers that have large environments.
See, metric is not showing here.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Hmm.
it is a view they are building up somewhere. The CMDB health table is a view, not an actual table, and then they're bringing it on this place.
But you're sure it's not for like whether it's mandatory or not?
It is not on this table actually.
Right.
So it means it is coming from the other table. Maybe they have a metric table only from there. They're bringing this particular thing, CMDB health. We have to see this table that it is a view or it is actual table.
Okay.
If it is a view, it means it contains two tables. And from the second table, this metric is coming. And the second table can be metric only.
Okay.
Or maybe we can check here if in the metric we get something. Metric base, metric instance, business tool. It is for the assessment. No, it is not be required. No. Need to be see that from where it is becoming. Tough to be answer at point of time, Ronald. Very true on that part. But if you want to do some consulting the CMDB part, you should go and see these options. That from where this has been done. You can follow this. What I can say. ServiceNow docs here. You can see CMDB health. So there's a concept called the CMDB health is there.
Correct. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. It's fun, but also complex. Not easy.
Yes. Maybe I did not have that plugin installed CMDB health, and
Right.
it's not showing. Let me try to install that. Something I'll find. I'll do R&D at my end. So you can say CMDB health is basically for effective continuous improvement, and you can see in this health you will find these 4 things.
All right.
Domain awares. We have to do the setup. Property we have to enable, all the things will be there. So multiple things are there. Maybe that plugin is not installed, so that it is not showing anything to me. Okay. So now let's come back over here. So from the health only you will get the CMDB health. You will get the relationship health, that how many are the good relationship or the bad relationships kind of things. And at last, dashboard jobs are there, which is running 24/7 on these, which we have defined. Sorry, not 24, which we defined. Okay. So this is the one thing which we discussed just now. Okay. One more thing I'll put it here, which is be required from the consulting perspective. There is a concept called CMDB baseline. This one. What does the baseline mean here? And why the baseline is required? Surya, any idea what does the baseline mean here?
Like I think it's the basic rules which need to be on which the CMDB relationships and all will be built.
It's not a basic rule. Let's take example.
Basic concept or something like.
Yes, it's a basic, but it's not a rule. Let's take example here. Okay, suppose I say I want to go for the jogging daily. Then someone says you should do at least 2 kilometers on daily basis. That is your baseline. After 6 months, when I met you, I said, hey, how's the jogging going? हाँ बढ़िया, कितना चल लेते हो आजकल? I go at least 8 kilometers. So now your baseline has been increased to 8. वो क्यों? क्योंकि you are comparing with the previous baseline. Maybe after 6 months again I met you. You says, Atul, now I can jog approximately in a 1 hour. I can jog approximately, run 10-20 kilometers easily. वो मेरा baseline setup हो जाता है यहाँ पर. So what baseline basically means here that when we start building our service now instance or the CMDB instance, we have a baseline. And after 6 months, after 1 year, I want to reconcile that how much new CI has been added, how much CI has been deleted, updated, relationship has been built. So I need a baseline here. I'll take the previous baseline and I take the latest baseline and I do the comparison in that what are the changes has been done. Generally ये इतनी easily नहीं रहता ये, we do not use that much in our practical part, but we should know that okay, what do you mean by the baseline here? Okay. On the top of that, there's a concept called the reconcile. This one, reconciliation. CMDB नहीं है क्या इसमें कहीं? Yes, CMDB identification, yes. ये देखो ये ना. बेसिकली रिकंसाइल क्या रहता है मेरा? रिकंसाइलेशन में प्रोसेस होता है, एक कंप्लीट प्रोसेस रहता है. इफ आई गो टू द रिकंसाइलेशन डेफिनेशन हियर, इसका कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे, डेमी डेटा में भी कुछ नहीं किया. So suppose if I want to reconcile that in the last 6 months, how much I read, how much I study, how much I gain, how I can reconcile, I have to put some parameters on the top of that. That I will check my knowledge via entrance exams. I will check my knowledge via giving interview. I will check my knowledge via giving training to the other guys, so that I can reconcile after that part that I done some changes, I learned something or not. Means if I, Ronald, I pick up your side, basically, if you are doing the CMDB consulting, pure CMDB consulting, then these are the things which is required for you to be properly understand. Not for you, even for me as well, if I'm doing the reconciliation part. In the reconcile, we see how many duplicate CIs are there. These things are required. I'm just telling you the high level because I know this much only. So maybe if I go here, data, multiple data providers, and aims to create a single and complete accurate one. Why? Another reason is that earlier when we started this IT journey, we just have one source of CMDB update. When I say one source means Excel sheet liya or uploaded to the service now. But nowadays ऐसा नहीं है. Now if I take a normal example, suppose you are preparing for your 10th exam. Now people says, hey, school books are one of the thing to get knowledge. Read some white paper. Go to this website, they have some good material. Go to this YouTube video, these are the good materials. It means you are putting everything from the multiple sources in a single place. And after 6 months, when your exam will be happen, and if you clarify, if you pass, it means the data which you gather is up to the mark and it is correct. And that is the purpose of the reconcile here. Data from multiple data providers and aims to create a single and complete accurate production data set. In the reconcile, we do the merging. ये मैंने यहाँ से पढ़ा, ये मैंने यहाँ से पढ़ा, ये मैंने यहाँ से पढ़ा, ये टॉपिक को मार्क कर दिया. Like I'll give the example. As in the PhD journey, what we have to do, we have to be read approximately 40-50 papers, research paper on the beginning side before I go and give my ready with my proposal, research proposal. Okay. So what I do now, I just read the documents, I read the research papers and start writing their points in the Excel sheet. After 6 months, I'm going to be reconcile that part. That okay, introduction I will pick up from this paper. Abstract I'll pick up from this paper. Data set I pick up from this paper. I'm doing the reconciliation here. Maybe something duplicate I will remove as well from there. Because every company says my data, my CMDB should be up to the mark. If you see a CI, this CI with the same name, 2 times this CI is appearing in the data in your configuration item, you will be confused कि मुझे किस CI पे रेज करना है, इस पे करना है या किसी और पे करना है. And how this thing can be rectified? Via reconciliation only. Clear? Any doubt, any question till this point? Ronald and Surya.
No.
Surya, any doubt from your side?
No, like it's clear, but I was unable to like relate to the what you say like this IT thing, like how it will be work in that
Okay.
field number.
Okay, I'll give you one example. Suppose you are in a marriage hall. Okay. Your brother marriage is going on. You called a relative at your home. Okay. And you told them, go in my room and open the drawer. There are 2 drawers in your room side by side. Now, what will the next question will be happen? Your relative will ask Surya which drawer I need to be open, right?
Yeah.
You say, boss, right wala open karo. Which one right? Right to the door or right to the window or right to my side? Right? Why these problems are creating confusion? Because both the tables look similar. Both the table has the same measurement, and both the table has been put in the right side only.
Yeah.
Okay. So what he will say? अरे यार please अपने जो wardrobes है ना या tables है इनका color change करो to be identified easily.
Perfect.
Right? So these things come into the reconciliation part. This thing happens very in day in day out for with everyone. Maybe your mom called to and say, okay, Surya, just open my wardrobe. There's a wallet is there. Just bring 100 rupees from there. Okay. Now you will find a lot of wallets there. A small, a big, with zipper, without zipper. You get confused, right?
Yeah. Like you'll be asking
And
which color wallet.
Yes, and you say at last, hey, mom, please put one wallet there so that it is easy to be identified. Reconcile that part. क्योंकि डुप्लीकेट तो नहीं समझ में आता मैं किसी को कैसे बोलूं कौन सा वाला लेना है ठीक है so in IT when we bring the data from the multiple sources like you see by transfer we bring the user data right maybe I can bring the user data via AD as well Active Directory as well right in this case if I have a 2 username or one username with the 2 persons, Surya and Surya. How I should know that which Surya need to be approached? Okay, so these things called the reconciliation basically. That bring your data together, and this is a manual activity. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने system में run किया हो जाएगा नहीं. You have to be download the data completely. You have to be see this .NET application is coming from X system. This .NET application coming from the Y system. I need these 2 on the place because X और Y दोनों अलग-अलग system थे मेरे अभी भी. This thing you have to do a manual and being a consultant, you have to do this reconciliation or the CMDB audit at least once in a year. और ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही दिन में हो जाएगा नहीं. You have to break the things in the systems. First of all, you have to do the audits on the table level. कि भाई table means on the 3 level, complete and correctness you should be go. Second level, you go for the reconciliation part, or you can go opposite. First do the reconcile and then go for the competence correctness. ये phases में होता है. To do one CMDB audit, you spend at least 6 months to do that part. तभी चीजें आपकी correct होती है. लेकिन problem क्या है? तो CMDB तो रोज update होता है मेरा. These are the assumptions you have to be make it always. क्योंकि आप 6 months के लिए अपना CMDB freeze नहीं कर सकते. You cannot say कि you don't onboard a new server in my system. No, you cannot say this thing because otherwise how the business will run? You do your work and I do my work. Clear the point, Ronald. Sorry, Surya.
Yeah, that's clear.
Okay. Now I come to the new concept. It is altogether new. CSGM. Why CSGM come into the market? Okay. Specifically, why CSGM come into the market? The reason is that approximately 5 or 7 years back, ServiceNow just a ticketing tool and have a ITSM only. Everybody agree. Even I'm agree. Yes. When I started my journey, it was just a ticketing tool. ITSM आता है तो आपको सब कुछ आता है. ठीक है. But now ServiceNow have a lot of things. CSM, ATF, GRC, ITOM, ITBM, HRSD, legal, finance, health. A lot of products are coming from the ServiceNow. Now the question comes, do we need to create a separate CI for HR or for the CSM? Suppose I have a computer which has been used by an IT guy and which can be used by the HR. Do I need to create a two different service CIs in my system, one for the IT domain and one for the HR domain? No. So to overcome this problem, ServiceNow calls some experts at their end, and then they build up a model called the CSDM, Common Service Data Model. That this model will be applicable for all kind of services you are onboarding in the ServiceNow. Okay. The term and definition enables service reporting. Number one, its reporting is required. Provide perspective guidelines for service modeling within the ServiceNow. मतलब बहुत ही अलग कंसेप्ट, अलग से ही कंसेप्ट है. अगर मैं बात करूं, मोटे में बात करूं, ठीक है. I'll directly go to this thing only. कहाँ गया? Let me open that. CSDM 3.0 white paper. This is 31 length paper, 31 pages length paper. If you read this paper, you will be master. Believe me, I started reading this paper and I read maximum 5 pages. उसके बाद मेरी हिम्मत ही नहीं पढ़ने की इसको, क्योंकि समझ आना बंद हो गया था. उसके बाद ऐसा हो गया कि नहीं समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है इसमें आगे. But it is actually good. Let me open. I'll open this paper if I get. हाँ, यही कहानी सारी इसी में ही है इसकी. And this is the knowledge which I have. I'll share with you. ठीक है, इससे ज़्यादा मुझे भी नहीं पता, but I'll share this with you. What ServiceNow say here? That boss, let divide your services into 4 major sections. What 4 major sections? That's called the domain here. Foundation, design, manage, technical service, sell or consume. Let me come to this part. Foundation. यहाँ पे. Foundation means all the foundation data you are having in your system. Company, business unit, department, location, group, user, contracts, product models, जो हमने कल देखे थे product models, and the CMDB group. ये सारा foundation data, nothing much. हाँ, तू पता है तो ठीक है, होता है. Now, these are the foundation data, and why you keep these things. These 4 are the rules or the accountable person in case you want to make any change in this 4 or this foundation domain. You should get an approval from the process owner. You should get an approval from the data steward. You should get an approval from the product owner. And you should get an approval from the contract manager. कि बॉस क्या नया आ रहा है, क्या नया जा रहा है. Products इसके लिए आपको approval चाहिए. Data steward जो पूरे डेटा को maintain कर रहा है. और process, if you want to make any change in the process level, then you need a process owner approval. ठीक है. This is very basic of this particular fundamental here. Ronald, just for your reference, till now you work on the CMDB. If I tell you where the CMDB exists in this, it is just here only, nothing. सी ये है CMDB बस, और कुछ नहीं है पूरे सिस्टम में, ये CMDB है।
Okay.
सो जो रायता पहले बहुत बड़ा था, एज पर द CLJ मॉडल ये बस यहाँ पर है। ये अपने में अलग काम करता है, बट इट इज वर्किंग नाउ विद दिस अलग डोमेन साइज। ओके, नाउ आई कम टू द सेकंड पार्ट। This thing, read this image at least 5-7 times, only then you will understand that boss how this has been defined. ठीक है, sell and consume, this is the front end which you give to your customer or your business. Sorry, I'll use the right word. Sorry, customer. Like if I say I am a service provider, what services I sell into the market? I sell HR as a service. This is my business services there. What is my portfolio? I have a domain HR, IT, and finance. This is my portfolio. In that portfolio, what services I have? Or maybe I can say my portfolio is I am a consulting company. This is my portfolio. In that consulting, what is my business services? What I sell to my customer? I sell to my customer is a HR one service. Like in our companies, the salary has been managed by some other company. So that is the business service. Finance is one of my business service. IT is one of my business service. Now the concept comes, Atul, what is business service offering? I provide HR services only in APAC region. That is my service offering. मैं सब जगह नहीं करता. You cannot order any US product in India from Amazon. I'm just putting that part. Or these products are only available in US. That is a service offering. If I go here, for in the sell and consume, right? Let me go up. कहाँ गया? हाँ ये sorry, green वाला नहीं ना. देखो ये ना. Service portfolio, hierarchical classification of business service, product and service that defines strategic business value and facilitate the management of their life cycle. कि भाई कंपनी क्या काम करती है ओवरऑल पे. It is a consulting company. Business service published to the business user and typically underpin one or more business capability. Yes, HR is my business service and that is my capability as well. Okay, ये आप मार्केट में सेल करते हो जाके. And what defines the business service? When you club your business what is the business service offering? When you club your business service with the group via geographic, pricing, availability, capability, criticality. Like I can say, if I say the normal thing, we have a Netflix coupon available. Okay, Netflix plans are available. What they did, if you buy for the 3 months, pay 99 rupees. That is one of the offering on the basis of price. If you are in US, you will get in the $2. That is again their business, they're offering as per the location. So ये चीजें हम अपने कस्टमर को बेचते हैं, इसलिए इसको सेल एंड कंज्यूम बोला गया. इसलिए इसको बोला गया, इसलिए सर्विस नाउ से टेल what is your business service and what is your business service offering. Maybe it is very heavy as of now for you to be understand, but practically if you see, it is very good, it will clarify your data very easily. Now on the business service offering, I have a application service. Now let me come to this part. ये टेक्निकल पार्ट, ये अपना ऑपरेशन वाला एरिया आता सारा का सारा. What is that application service? Application service says that boss, okay, I am giving you HR as a service. US HR service is one my offering. And in that, what type of application you want? You want in-person in-house HR, you want outsource HR. So that is my application service. If I scroll down, let me go here. technical, let me say this one, logical representation of a deployed application stack. Like I said, in the market, I am a consultant. That is my portfolio. Okay? That is my portfolio. Training is my service. ITSM training, BA training, ITIL training is my business services. I can provide, maybe I have an offering, maybe I don't have an offering. By service is service. मेरे पास offering नहीं है. मैं location wise या amount wise नहीं करता. मैं सिर्फ ये काम करता हूँ. ठीक है. I have a service. Now, if I say, okay, I am giving the training to Ronald and Surya. It is a logical. आपको दिख नहीं रही है service कहीं पे, but it is a logical. When I say, people ask me in on the LinkedIn and the YouTube as well, Atul, what is the difference? The training you provide in person and the training you or the videos you launch in the YouTube. I said, well, there's a no difference. The only difference is that when I say in-person training, it means you can ask your question on the runtime. But in the recorded one, you cannot ask your question online. You have to come back to me or either on the LinkedIn or the WhatsApp. So that is my application service. I am doing the live training now. This is my application service. And to support that, I have a CMDB in the background. मेरे को एक लैपटॉप चाहिए, एक नेट कनेक्शन चाहिए, एक इंस्टेंस चाहिए. So those are my CMDB part here. ठीक. In the background, I have a same thing, technical service offering. Like if you take example, a company has deployed database team in the US region and say US, Canada, New York, you have to be take care. That is a technical service offering they're saying. Internally, how they'll be managing at their end. कस्टमर को फर्क नहीं पड़ता कौन कर रहा है, लेकिन यहां पर मुझे फर्क पड़ता है कि ये 5 लोग डेटाबेस टीम के हैं और ये सिर्फ यूएस के रीजन को ही सपोर्ट करेंगे. दैट इज माय लोकेशन वाइज टेक्निकल सर्विस आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग हियर. लाइक सम कंपनी से नो आई नीड पर्सन ऑन साइट. हाँ सर मिल जाएगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. दैट इज टेक्निकल सर्विस ऑफरिंग आई एम डूइंग. मिल जाएगा सर आपको, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वो चीज है. ठीक है. यहाँ पर एक ये नया कंसेप्ट होता है डायनामिक सीआई ग्रुप. आई हैव एक्चुअली not a very clear idea on that part, but what it says that when you trigger any approval in the change management, it should come dynamically. That is what I'm saying. If you read this 31 pages white paper, और ये मुझसे मत मांगना, you just type in the Google CSDM 3.0 white paper download. You will get the direct link. Download and read this 31 pages if possible. ठीक है. So ये चीज यहाँ पर डायनामिक बेसिकली क्या, I want if I select database as a service and my service is AIX, I need approval from the AIX as well. Then this particular query will run. Dynamic CI group. If I show you here, this one, see, dynamic CI groups are there. We have to be configured it. There is a concept called the query builder. It is pure technical. It is very technical. मुझे भी नहीं आता ये तो. Here we go and write our query that if this service, because अभी तक हम क्या डिस्कस कर रहे थे, we are just discussing this thing कि भाई मेरा CI कौन सा है, मेरा सर्वर कौन सा है. But now what we are discussing, if I am checking the production service, then whose approval is required? If my CI is application, or my CI is server, or my CI is network gear. By reading, after reading this document, your complete thought process will be changed about the CMDB. आप बोलोगे CMDB तो कुछ भी नहीं है, पहले इसी को पढ़ लेते हैं. So if you see here, query builder, here you need to build your query on the random part. I have no idea, so I have nothing to be say that how this can be taken care and all the things will be there. But somewhere it has been done. ठीक है. बट फॉर द कंसल्टिंग पार्ट ये हमारा काम नहीं है. हमारा काम इतना है कि ये सर्विसेज कैसे बनेंगी, क्या. हाँ, व्हाट वी हैव टू बी से व्हेन यू आर डूइंग ए कंसल्टिंग इन द CMDB एरिया, CSDM area, and you ask your customer, okay boss, tell me what is your service. He says HR is my service. Don't go and create a CI for that. Okay, ये तो एप्लीकेशन है, इसको कर दो. नहीं, it is a service for you now. And ask them to provide that HR service. What are the components of the CMDB you will be using that part? I am 100% sure Surya is also confused. Ronald, you are double confused now. What do you say? Let me come back to you guys.
Yes.
It should be. The only thing is that because this is so wide topic, even though if you ask me, I did not see any company who are using the. I'm telling you this thing. This is an ideal process. This is the ideal CMDB structure which ServiceNow provide. अभी तक मेरे नॉन में या if I say in my area which I know the projects or the companies or the accounts I know, nobody implemented this picture as it is. Nobody. Because someone says, boss, I'm not using this thing. Someone says, I'm not using this thing. Someone says, I'm not using this thing. It depends. And on the top of that, you have a design here. Design means basically यहाँ पर आपका proper designing रहता है कि business application क्या बनेगा. I'll show you something which can easily understand. CSDM model HR. The YouTube link available. I forget that particular person name. Okay, if you go to that video, he tell you that how the HR services has been defined. Maybe this how to implement CS in compliance. This thing. Let's open this thing. ये ITSM मिला कुछ अच्छा. अब मैं आपको बताता हूँ. So हाँ ये I read these articles. Only then I'm able to share this much knowledge with you guys. नहीं ये नहीं, इसको यहाँ चलते हैं. हाँ ये थोड़ा इजी है. ठीक है. हाँ ये भी ओपन कर सकते हैं. ये भी इजी रहेगा, अच्छा रहेगा. सी So now let's come here. Office 365 is my business service. Microsoft ऐसे बेचता है ना कि भाई मेरे से Office 365 ले लो आप. Correct? So that is a business service for them. ठीक. Now what this says, in the Office 365 I have an Office, I have a project, I have a Skype. These three are my business service offering. Maybe it can be again bifurcated on the basis of the country, on the basis of the SLA, on the basis of the availability. Like banking customer says, boss, my Skype should be run 24/7. ठीक है, मिल जाएगा आपको, सर्विस ऑफरिंग बना के दे देता हूं मैं इसकी. ये तो we are just discussing the theoretical part. When it comes to the practical, you definitely gone mad. Because in this CSDM model, ServiceNow introduce a lot of new tables as well. But हम वहां पे नहीं जाते, ठीक है. Now, if you go here, in the Office 365, I have an application service. अब देखो कोई Office 365 तो use नहीं करेगा. Either they will use Word PPT, either they will use the project, either they will use the Skype. तो इन चीजों को use करेगा वो, right? मैंने बोला मेरे पास Office 65 है. हाँ तो है तो क्या करूं? But what application you are using, that is reason it's called the application service here. Word, PPT, Excel is my application services. अगर आपका issue raise होगा, it should be raised on this part कि Word काम नहीं कर रहा है. इस पे नहीं होता. How the business service offering will be impacted unless your service application service is not impacting. तो आपका यहाँ पर issue raise होगा. Now to support this application, I have a CIs in the background. ठीक, clear till this point, Ronald? Any doubt, any question? Surya, don't be confused. जितना समझ में आ रहा है उतना देखो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. ठीक है?
This is fine.
Now I come to this side. तो ये क्या हो गया मेरा? ये हो गया मेरा sell and consume. ये हो गया मेरा application services. Now these are the application services and I have a team in the background who are supporting that, right? So to support Word and PPT, I have a application support offering, and under that I have a L2 team. After that, I have a same Office 365 support. This is the third level, and at last I have a vendor here. So it means to support my application service, I have a technical team in the background, and I am calling them as a service. Like when the business now earlier what happened? भाई मेरा infra you manage. Now अब वो काम नहीं होता. Now it says I will manage or give me your business database as a service. Your complete database maintenance, update, creation, I will take care. And the reason they call it the technical services now. ITIL v3 and ITIL 4 is same if you ask. But on the other hand, if I say ITIL v3 and ITIL 4 are totally different, because ITIL 3 says only value, ITIL 4 says co-creation of the value as well. So there is the new terms in the CIGM. Earlier you called as a आपके the database पे issue है, चलो ठीक है database CI पे raise कर दो, नहीं. Now the says boss इस पे issue नहीं है, आपके service बताओ किस application service पे issue है. And according to that I'll pick up that service CI. So in the background I have a services team, technical services. And on the top, if you see, these are called the business application. Business applications can be a logical or can be a physical. If you are installing some servers, it is a business application installation. I can say as a business application for me. Or in the Office 65, if I say Office 65 is my business application, it is what type of business application? It is a production, it is a dev, or it is a test. ये थोड़ा सा complicated है समझने के लिए. ठीक है, let me see if I can get any other example here.
Atul, checking on the time as well.
Yes,
almost 11. So,
yeah, I'm also done from my side. The only thing is that because these are the things which is interested to read, and you know when we start something,
yeah,
then it go.
it's
So the
yeah.
only recommendation which I have here, okay, read at least 4 or 5 pages of that particular white paper. Okay, and read this particular diagrams, that how these are related. Like I'm talking about the application, business application, right? Maybe you don't using any business application. You said boss मुझे नहीं चाहिए, या देखो जैसे यहाँ पर है business application. Change management is my business application. Manage changes is my business capability. It is my business application. And at last I have an application service called the production change management is my application service. Okay. So it is very wide topic in short, and it take a lot of time. But my recommendation as a beginner, because now I can say yes, CMDB का जो हमारा initial discussion था या CGM का जो discussion था, that we can close it and complete it here. ठीक है. But if you did not read this article, कल आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा. That I can guarantee you. आर्टिकल रीड करो और ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स और जो पिक्चर्स है ना ये पढ़ो बैठ के, बट समझो इनको. ट्राई टू बिल्ड समथिंग फॉर योर ओन, कि हॉस्पिटल में अगर मुझे कुछ करना, हॉस्पिटल इज माई और हॉस्पिटैलिटी इज माई ऑफरिंग बिजनेस सर्विस, तो उसके लिए मुझे कैसे कैसे नीचे चीजें बनानी पड़ेंगी. ठीक है. एनी डाउट, एनी क्वेश्चन, एनीवन? सूर्य एंड रोनाल्ड.
No, that white paper link will you send, right?
Sorry, no. I'll not send. You search because it is easily available. Okay. The reason is that why I don't want to share it, because if you search, you will find something new as well. Okay. That is the only reason. Otherwise, I have handy, but I'll not send it now. Okay. Search in the Google about the CSG model 3.0 this way, and you get the screenshots. Read this and you will get a lot of idea on that part. Okay. Okay, let me stop the recording here. And